all you sexy people. It has been a while. We have not done channel things because I haven't had time to do channel things. I attempted a couple of videos that I was going to try and do, and just haven't really had any time at all to play around with editing. I think editing is like my worst enemy with trying to keep this channel going, because I suck at things, and I suck at life, and I suck at editing. So I think for the time being, I need to kind of like try and focus on doing videos that I can put out with not so much editing, because editing sucks. It's cool when I actually play around with it, but I ain't got time for it. Ain't got no time. But what I do have time for is what I'm doing right now, and why I'm making a video, because it's been a while since we've done a video. I am actually on my way to buy a car, because I have a trailer to do trailer car things. So, big announcement. So excited right now. I am buying a project car. I have been saving for the last couple of months. And for those of you who do know what I've been talking about a lot lately, you probably have a hint on what I'm picking up. I can say it's a Mustang. I'm not saying what year, but I can say it's a Mustang. Another project car, even though I have one that's probably not going to go anywhere or do anything for the next year. But the Fox body is another story. I talked to some people this last week, and there might be some stuff happening next year with that. So we'll talk about that later. But for right now, Jesus Christ, this freeway sucks. So for now, I'm actually heading down to pick up this project car. This deal literally just came up yesterday, and it is too good to be true. I don't even know if I want to talk about how much I'm paying for this thing, but it's wait till you guys see. It's a nice car, and I'm really stoked about the price and what I'm getting it for. And I just did not hesitate. I made time out of my busy schedule to come down here this morning. It is actually Thanksgiving. This is the only day I actually have off this week, and I have stuff going on all day long, because not only am I buying a car, my dad's buying another toy too, and I'm going with him to pick that up later, which I will probably have in this video too. So I need to keep the talking to a minimum, but big announcements. The channel is getting an update, as well as the Instagram. I think we're going to go away from BRE Productions. I'm going to try and focus my social media on this build. I have big plans, and I'm really excited about this car. So I think I'm going to try and focus my social media around this car that I'm picking up, and maybe see what we could do with that, and still kind of just do what we're doing, have some fun videos, include some people, work on some shit, you know, have a good time. You know, get Alan in some videos with his 2-valve clone, which he's driving now, which is actually really cool. Brian and his Mach 1, there's stuff coming soon with that. My buddy Jason and his 2-valve, and more Mustang things. So, but until we actually pick the car up and I get it on the trailer and I get away from the buyer's house, what we are going to do is I'm going to pull over and do a quick show through thing. So that way you guys can see the car. I'm going to talk about it, and I already have a name for it. I'm really stoked because I was thinking about it for the last day since I saw it, and I'm like, oh, this name would be epic. And I looked it up on Instagram, and it's not taken. So I'm really stoked about that too. So like, you guys have no idea how excited I am right now. Like, I'm probably not really showing high levels of excitement because my expressions don't show excitement, but we're doing project car things, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. I'm going to show you guys the car and go over a couple of things and the plan with this build, and why I'm getting it so cheap, and I'm not going to tell you how much I'm buying for it, and we'll see you in a minute. So yeah, bye. And we're back, guys. We're actually here at the shop. I totally forgot to do some filming because I suck at filming, because you guys know that. But things going down. So I actually got the project car delivered here at the shop. Got some things I'm going to go over with you guys real quick, as well as just while I'm here, Look at the Farm Stang in all her glory. Farm Stang's actually making progress, guys. This thing's probably on its couple months out from actually firing. Mike's actually making a lot of progress with it. He's got a motor in it. He's getting ready to put the Turbo 400 in it. Start plumbing the fuel system and exhaust, and it's gonna be ripping pretty soon. But I don't know if you guys saw it in the back or not, but I just gotta show you. Are y'all ready? 2-valve, baby. So I made it happen. I worked very hard, and I found a car. I found a car that I really wanted, and I bought it. So what we see here is a car that's been through the ringer. It's a 2000. It's a black on black. It's got 2 different eyeballs. For right now, I'm not too worried about that because the car is not in driving condition. I bought it with a hurt motor. The motor's got a very loud knock in it. So yeah, needs a motor. It needs cosmetics. It's not in 100% good condition, but it's also not in bad condition. It's got a couple of goodies on it. The car's on Eibach lowering springs, Flowmasters. It actually, very weird because it was kind of throwing me off looking at the pictures. These are B6 rims off of an S197 car, and they actually do not look bad at all on a new Edge. Totally kind of threw me off. I didn't really think too much about it. I thought the wheels kind of helped make the car in the picture, and I'm not hating on them. They look pretty good. But so we do have a hurt motor. One of the big things that sold me on this car when I found it online and the guy sent me the pictures. I'll get this thing opened up. Sorry. It just worked. Battery probably went dead. Let's go ahead and just take a look anyways. So, got a black leather interior car. The interior, I would say, is an 8. Seat's a little wore out. Got little things like this tab is broken, real common with these cars. But other than that, it's not too bad. I mean, the only major thing that's wrong with the interior is the driver's seat I'm sitting in is a little tattered and shot, and this bezel is broken. The tabs, yeah. I actually have another bezel. It's at my friend Brian's house. I had a one that I got for the other car I was going to build this last year. I actually have the one for the 0304s for the double din conversion, so that will be going in this car so we can eventually do a double din down the road. But other than that, those are the real actual major things. Like the headliner is in excellent condition. The visors are in really good condition. Got some tinted windows. The rear seat's in pristine condition. Nobody sat back here. And the carpet probably just needs a nice little vacuum. But other than that, the interior is pretty sound in this thing. Like, I was very shocked when I saw it. The only other thing is this right here. The boot ripped. Boots aren't crazy expensive. I can get another one of those. But it does have some goodies. It's got Flowmasters. It's got the wheels. It's on Eibach lowering springs. And when I first got in it, it had a stiff clutch in it. And the guy told me that at one point it did have a clutch put in it. He believed it was a stage 2. I won't know for sure until I pull the motor. But I'm really stoked about what's going on here. I'm stoked about the build. Big things coming for this car, guys. I'm going to go into a little more detail on my next video on what the plan with this car is. But for now, the plan is I got the car. Savage 2-valve is her name. I'm calling her Savage because she's going to be a savage. And that's really all there is to say about it now. I mean, the goal is going to be to get a motor in it, get it running so I can start driving it. And then we'll go from there and see how the build comes along with this car down the road. And the best part is I got this thing on such
an amazing budget buy. Like, I don't even really want to disclose online what I bought this car for, just because it's probably going to upset a lot of people. So I'm going to keep that to myself. But I'm just so stoked. I'm so happy. A couple of big things with the car, cosmetic wise, is the hood was plasti dipped. I guess it was sun faded. There's a hole in the front valance. These aren't crazy expensive. We're going to get some headlights for it. Probably a Mach 1 grill delete and chin spoiler for sure. This fender has a crease in it. I'm gonna see if a body shop can fix this. If not, I'll get a new fender for the car. It's got a little bit of damage here on the right rear quarter. Not crazy bad. Again, I can have this fixed. I know a guy that does body work and he can fix this no problem. As well as we're gonna get these rear fenders rolled for the wheels and tires that are going to be going on it later on down the road. And the rear valance has a rip in it as well, and this wasn't actually the rear valance on the car. I noticed it when I was walking up. The rear valance was actually off of a Bright Atlantic blue car, which makes me wonder, where did this come from? Because Bright Atlantic blue is a rare car to find, and rest in peace whatever happened to that car. But yeah, so cool things going on, guys. We're gonna get this thing running here in the next month or so, and start getting some body parts, get this thing gone through, painted. Oh, and I'm also planning on putting a cowl hood on it. That's just kind of like the start on what we're going to be doing with the scene once it's running. And then after we get through cosmetics, she's going to start getting performance modifications, and we will go into that later, because I have a really cool idea for this car behind the reason why I'm calling it Savage 2-valve. Yeah, so like I just said, so this is Savage 2-valve next to the Fox. The Fox has some plans coming maybe this next year, as long as I can get some funds set aside for that. The Fox is going to be a designated built race car, and the New Edge is just going to be a built fun street driver that's probably going to get me in a lot of trouble. But so we do have a build name for the 2-valve. It's Savage 2-valve. I'm going to update the Instagram. Is now going to become Savage 2-valve, because I'm going to start basing stuff off of this car, the build, the project, so that way you guys can kind of keep up on what's going on with that. As far as BRE production goes, I still have to look into on YouTube and see what I can do with Savage 2-valve and incorporate that like a Savage 2-valve TV or something. Gonna do something with that as well. I think, like I said earlier in the video, we're gonna go away from BRE Productions and kind of branch off and do our own thing here. So we're gonna be Savage 2-valve, Savage. So yeah, it should be fun, guys. Gonna base everything around this build and other builds and other people and things. But yeah, I'm stoked, and I really hope we get more followers on this build and get people to like what we're doing here. But yeah, so we're actually gonna wrap up, and I'm gonna head to the house because my dad bought a car today, and I have to share this on the video before I wrap it up. So I gotta finish up a couple of things here at the shop, but when I'm done here, I'm gonna go to the house, put stuff away, and show you guys my dad's new toy, which is really sick, really sick. He was making fun of me because of my bike, because of what he bought, but I don't have his money. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up here, and I will see you at the house in a minute. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Bye. Wow. Okay, so that was stupid. And just like that, we're back, guys. So trying to keep this one short, sweet, not too long. It's been a very exciting day for both me and my father. I am back here at the house in the garage where all of these lovely girls sleep. Shelby, CJ, the Galaxy. But there's a new car over here that we just added. I'm going to show you.
And for any of you that are watching that are Fox Body fans and fanatics, you're really gonna appreciate this. Check this out, guys.
And here she is. My God. All original, 1989, numbers matching Celine. Everything on this car is 100% OEM. She was put away for over 10 years on non-op in a guy's garage. 88230, that's actually the badge number on this beautiful girl. This was car number 230, built in 1989. And my God, I'm sorry, 88. This car was built in 88. So number 230 in 1988, all original. All original interior, other than the aftermarket radio. Stock radio is still preserved here in the car. I'm not sure if it works. There was an aftermarket radio put in it, but this is all 100% Celine suede interior, 100% original. It's been well preserved. And then one that's really gonna throw you guys. It's got Steve Celine's signature on the dash. This thing is a legit Fox body. Super sick. And then also, this is really gonna mess a lot of you guys up. When you go and look at the odometer, I'm not sure if you can see it or not. See that? The light kind of sucks. Let me try and do something real quick. My phone won't let me do it. But I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but this thing has terrible light. Terrible.
Okay, so I got some light. It's kind of hard to see in the picture, but this car has 43,357 miles on it. This is a 1988 Fox body Celine that doesn't even have 50,000 miles on this car. That is pretty freaking cool. You don't find these. My dad picked this car up on a deal. I guess he's been going back and forth with this guy for the last year. It was originally for sale. My dad put an offer on the car. The guy refused the offer and decided to keep the car. And then they've been back and forth. I guess he thought about selling it again at one other point. He threw a number at my dad, and my dad, of course, threw a counter offer, and he decided to sit on it again, and he hit my dad back up again, or my dad hit him up because the car came back up available, and they just made a final agreement. And here she is in our garage. And my God, this thing is just, everything is 100% original, and the condition that this thing is in is just, my God. I mean, all OEM, all OEM. There's only two things on this car that's not factory, and that's the radio, and it has some Flowmasters on it, but it came with all the original parts. We have the factory exhaust that came off the car, and just all the paperwork, the documentation, the authentic, that's a big word for me, authentication, I don't know. But, so it's the real deal. Super sick, 1988, all original OEM Celine Mustang, number 230, and she's sweet. So, very sick. It's been an exciting day. It's been a long day. Still, again, Thanksgiving Day. I busted that mission, got Savage 2 valve. Really excited about getting that build. I've been looking at some stuff online today. Basically, looking for a motor. So if any of you are watching this video, are aware of somebody who has a running 2 valve motor that is for sale, let me know. I'm looking for a deal as well, because I do want to get this car running, as well as my pops got this beautiful girl. And yeah, so I think we're going to bring this video to a wrap. Again, changes coming, probably already being made as I was making this video. I already updated my Instagram today. I am no longer BRE Productions. My Instagram is now Savage 2 valve. Savage_2 valve. And I'm going to be looking into changing the YouTube channel. And I think I'm just going to go with Savage 2 valve TV, and just kind of focus on my own market brand and run with it. I have big plans for the car. I went over some of that earlier. As soon as this thing gets running, or as soon as I have time to make another video and ramble, if you guys want to hear me ramble, I do have a mod list and I'm already kind of thinking about what I'm going to do with the car, and hence the reason why it's going to be a Savage, because it's going to be a Savage. But if you guys like what you see, don't forget to hit that like, post notification, comment if you'd like. I like comments. And I don't know. Bye, guys. Bye.